Howdy, everybody. Welcome back to Just Take My Money podcast. This is Priscilla.
And this is Loren.
And this is a podcast where we shoot the shit and bring our terrible shopping habits to life.
We bring you products that are random, practical, and everything in between in hopes that maybe y'all might buy it and let us live vicariously through you.
Unless we bought it already. But that doesn't mean you can't have it too.
Go ahead and follow along by going to our Komi link either through our Instagram bio at Just Take My Money podcast with underscores for spacing, or going straight to Komi itself at justtakemymoneypodcast.komi.io. That's Komi, spelled Komi.
Make sure to also like and follow us on TikTok, where we share plenty of sneak peeks of upcoming episodes.
Now let's jump into our episode. Hope you enjoy.
Woo, that was crisp.
It's one way to start a podcast.
For all you listeners out there, because we don't do video yet.
Yeah.
That was a Red Bull.
Oh, it tastes so good. Oh, God. I haven't had an OG Red Bull, and I can't even tell you when.
Damn. The look on your face is one of envy. I wish I still liked Red Bull.
Oh, you don't like Red Bull?
Girl, I burnt myself out in my 20s.
Yeah.
And not like drinking it straight. God, I could not drink it straight. That was always mixed with some concoction of things.
Vodka?
That was one of them.
Red Bull vodka?
That was definitely one of them. But like, oh, my favorite. Oh my God, my favorite. The college I went to had this one like bar just kind of on the outskirts of all the bars. Mm-hmm. But we all went there because they had this one signature drink, and it was called the Wake Me Up.
Okay.
And I don't know to this day what all they put in it. I had this one friend whose sister started dating this guy, and he's like, oh, I went to the same school as you, and I worked in this one bar, and it clicked, and I was like, wait.
No way.
The one with the Wake Me Up? And he goes, yeah. And I go, tell me what was in it. That boy named off so many things. I was like, I shouldn't have known. It was a lot of things. But
those are the best ones usually.
Yeah. And you know what? It did its job.
Really?
It woke me up.
Well, good.
That's how we started every weekend doing that.
Oh, God.
And
how did we not die?
I don't know, because I think back to all the nights where, like I've talked about this with my friends, all the nights where I would pull all-nighters working on projects, but I would take breaks in between 11 p.m. and 2 a.m. and I would go out with my friends.
What? And
then I'd come back.
Priscilla?
And continue.
Oh, wow. You were way, way crazier than I was.
I wanted to live the full lifestyle. I didn't. I got so much flack from so many people on campus about like, oh, I hear you architecture people never leave your studio or have fun. And I was like, I'll show you. So, yeah, I did it all. I made sure I did my work, but I also made sure I had fun.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. And like, I didn't even party really that much.
But we had two very different lifestyles because like I was living it up with like my roomies and just.
Yeah. And you like lived on or really close to campus.
Exactly.
Which I commuted.
Yeah.
So it took me an hour each way.
You commuted, you were living with your husband. Yeah. Like we
were in different stages of our lives.
Exactly. We were very different. I had no boyfriend. I was like, I'm just going to do me this weekend. And yeah, that's what we did.
That's true. That was me when I went to university. Oh, I sound so fancy. When I went to university.
Oxford?
No, not even close. I am way too dumb. But when I went to like community college, I was working 2 jobs, going to community college and going out every Thirsty Thursday.
Woo! Thirsty Thursdays, man.
Oh, man.
Oh, we had Wells Wednesdays, Thirsty Thursdays, Tea Tuesdays.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's not troubling at all that my roommate helped me memorize all the days.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. We just drank dollar beers on Thirsty Thursdays. And full disclosure, I threw up in the beer bucket.
Oh Like the beer bucket where all the beers come in?
Yeah.
Okay, I was a little worried you were about to say there was a bucket for that specifically.
No, it was just the closest thing. And I'm tiny. It doesn't really take much. And I think that night I was literally bragging like, oh, I'm like 6 or 7 beers in. And then next thing I'm puking in the beer bucket.
And now we know what 6 or 7 does to you.
Yeah. Well, not now. That was then. Now I would die. Like straight up. Just straight death.
I would call it more of a hangover-induced coma, but yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure just death. Just death. I haven't drank in
death.
so long. I think, let's see, since we've had the baby, I truthfully can think of 1 or 2 drinks. That's it that I have had since.
Are you serious?
Yeah, having had the baby. That's it.
Oh, he's 2.
Yeah.
It's been 2 years.
Yeah. It doesn't float my boat. It doesn't interest me. It's not fun.
I get that. Cole and I are very like social with it.
Yeah.
So like he's having a boys' night tonight. So I'm like, yeah, you go treat yourself. Yeah. You go have some fun.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be home with the dogs.
Yeah. Well, and me.
Yeah,
duh.
of course.
Cole can suck it. I'm the winner in this one. Because I get to spend the night with you. Sucker!
I know he'll listen to this later and be like, dang it. I knew they talked about me after I left.
Yeah, right now.
But yeah, those college days are long gone, man. They're long gone.
Yeah.
And I'm only 30.
I think I just almost killed myself on energy drinks. I think that was the closest I probably came. I didn't really, like I said, community college, drank.
Yeah.
But when I went to university, I just sounds so cool when I say that. I'm just going to keep saying
posh.
that. Yeah, so no big deal. Red Bulls and those Bang energies.
No.
Dude. There was one time that like my heart was beating so fast, my body was shaking.
Stop it.
And I was like, am I gonna die? And I went to school the next day and I told our friend and she was just like, Loren, what are you doing?
And that's coming from someone who used to have like a lot of energy drinks.
Yeah. I think she was at 2 or 3 Red Bulls a day. And I was like, what? I thought that was crazy. And then I tried to drink 2 Bangs and almost died. And I was like, please don't do that. Please don't do that. That was a terrible decision. And she told me, she was like, never do that again. Like you're in so much trouble right now. I was like, I know. I fucked up.
I remember the days of like, I'm sorry,
Barking doggies.
Benji's just going at it. He gets into like, he thinks invisible people are outside of the door mode. Yeah, he's special.
Sassafras over there.
Listen, ultimately, he's just trying to be like a good guard dog.
Yes, he's doing a great job.
He's doing a great job. But like Cole and I do laugh at the fact that like, what was it? Because he's having a boys' night. When he has boys' nights, he goes and spends the night like away wherever he hangs out at one specific friend's like apartment because where we live, like everything's just too far away.
Yeah.
So he's because he's away, I was like, nah, I'll be good. I got the dogs. And he goes, yeah, Finn will protect you. And I was like, well, hold on. It's a team effort. Thank you. I was like, Benji is usually the first one to be alerted. And he goes, yeah, that's true. He's honed in those like hearing skills. Now, does he hear like imaginary things? Yeah.
The wind blowing.
The wind blowing will get him going and he will try to attack the wind maybe. But ultimately, if it's a real threat, then Finn comes in and backs him up with his actual scary bark.
Yeah.
And then we're all good.
Yeah.
Everything's fine.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a team effort.
Yeah.
Finn needs Benji to be the first alert to be like, oh, is there a problem? 90% chance there isn't. But just in case there is, hold
you don't
on.
know. Exactly.
Let me back you up.
Yeah.
Like he heard you at the door.
Oh, yeah.
And then Finn was like, oh, yeah, no, there is somebody there. I can see it.
Big time. Big brave dogs.
Yeah.
They're going to eat the shit out of me.
Oh,
and then they're like, oh, it's just you. We like you.
We like you. I forgot.
Speaking of noises and like scary things outside. So I was laying in bed the other night and I heard this noise and and it was like right above my head on the roof.
What?
Yeah. So it's happened a couple times before, and there's a tree that's like right outside our bedroom. I almost said door, the bedroom wall on the outside of the house. And I think there's a cat climbing on the tree and jumping on the roof of the house.
Oh, and could it also just be a squirrel?
For as loud of a thud,
it's a fat squirrel.
That has got to be a 20-pound squirrel. Like
squirrel.
It is such a loud thud. And like one night, I think I had heard it, and then a couple weeks had gone by, and I kept telling Jeff, and he's like, no, I've never heard this noise. What are you talking about? And then it happened once, and he's like, is that the noise you're talking about? I was like, yeah. And he's like, oh shit. So he goes around the whole house, but it was louder.
Yeah.
And I was like, that seemed a lot more aggressive. Like, that sounds like a homeless man just fell on our house from like 20 feet in the air. What the heck just happened?
What?
So I automatically go check on the baby.
Yeah.
Jeff is like on high alert, checking the whole entire house.
I can imagine.
Oh, yeah. He is like not playing.
Oh, no.
So we're on all the cameras. We're going through all the whole house. We can't find anything, and it was late. It was just like that uneasy feeling that something was off. So I don't know how long ago it was. Today he texted me and he's like, hey, do you remember that noise we heard a couple weeks ago? And I was like, yeah. I was like, did it happen again? Like, what's happening? Like, is there like a raccoon in the attic?
A
raccoon. Like, what is happening? And the spring to our garage door busted and like shot into the wall.
That's what it was.
Yep.
Girl, I've had a scare like that, but it wasn't in this house. It was when back in the day of living with my parents.
Uh-huh.
And they were in a 2-story house, and my dad loves sound systems of all types and kinds, and this one was like an older one that he had.
Okay.
And he had it hooked up to his like TV in the game room.
Okay.
Well, we're all downstairs and we're hearing something like in similarity to like kind of what you're describing, of like it's like a really loud noise, almost sounds like it's coming from like outside.
Uh-huh.
And you're like, what is happening? Who is like banging on the house? We couldn't figure it out up until he walked upstairs, goes into the game room, and figures out that it was the base system like freaking out.
Oh my God.
So it was just sending, I don't know, like thumps through the whole freaking house.
Oh my God.
At full velocity.
That's slightly terrifying.
And it was so terrifying. Like everyone was like, oh, we're haunted. We gotta get out of here. Up until that moment. He was like, my bad, I left it on.
Thank you. We all shit our pants, and now we are done for the evening.
I will say, when I first moved into this house, my first night here, this is before Cole moved in with me.
Okay.
And of course I had Benji, but I was still like, I hate the first night in a new living place. I hate the feeling because it's not home yet.
Uh-huh.
So I'm laying there with my eyes wide open, like, okay, there's going to be noises and it's going to be fine.
Yeah.
And the first thing I hear something on the roof, and I'm like, it's not fine. Everything is bad. Everything is bad. And both Benji and I are just like heads up, like, what is that? Oh my God, what is that? What was that? Finally figuring out that things, I guess, fall from the tree that is above that roof.
Oh.
It sounds like acorns, I swear, but with that tree, I don't think has acorns. So it's something, but stuff falls from that tree all the time now, and I get used to it. But essentially you'll hear the drop and then you'll hear it like tumble down.
Oh, the roll?
Yeah. Because my roof tiles are kind of like cementitious. So they definitely make more noise than a normal one would.
That's a good word.
Thank you. So I learned it with fireproofing details. Ooh, technicalities. But yeah, I hate outside noises. It took me 2 years to get used to it. because
wow.
it's a lot. I hate it. Okay. We've tangented enough.
Yeah. Well, for the time being, we're going to get these projects. Why do I say projects every freaking time instead of products?
You were really close to products. Like I could hear it come out and then you just reverted back.
I fucking fucked it up.
It'll buffer out.
It'll buff out, as my husband says.
There we go. That's what I was trying to get to. Okay.
What is this a tattoo?
Yeah.
You're showing me a tattoo right now?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, Priscilla. Let's go get tattoos.
Yes. Okay, so.
But I don't want this tattoo.
Oh, man.
Sorry.
Okay, so hear me out.
I don't do color.
Oh, is that. You have one with color. It's like kind of pinky.
Almost the color of my skin.
Almost, but not.
Oh, and the one behind my ear.
Uh-huh.
I forgot that one is color. Those are the only two that have a little bit of color, and it might as well be my skin tone.
But it is still pinky.
It is still pinky.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not pinky.
Okay, fine. Well, so what I'm showing Loren, and I bring this as an obscure item because it's not something we can put a price tag on.
I'm pretty sure you could put a price tag on that.
Well, every artist would do it differently, though.
There's usually a $50 minimum. Well, depending, so it's like 50 to 100. It really depends on the artist. The place that I got most of my tattoos was a $50 minimum.
Okay.
But times have changed, and it's been many moons since I've got my tattoos. So I'm sure the prices have gone up, but I would probably say it's a $100 minimum at this point.
We'll let you put the range on that when we post this.
All right.
Because I don't know any tattoo artists to ask, so
I'll fucking figure it out.
Deal. But okay, so I brought this tattoo because one, I don't have any, and two, I've talked to Cole before where I'm like, low key, if we ever did two together, because they always say never do that.
Yeah.
But I was like, if we ever did, I'd make sure that it would be hella fun. So that way I wouldn't hate it later on.
Yeah.
And so for some reason, the one thing that keeps drawing me back are SpongeBob tattoos.
Oh my God.
Because seeing SpongeBob and Patrick in their little whimsical ways.
Yes.
It just brings so much joy to my life.
It really makes me happy that when right before we started this podcast, I said, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. And I didn't even know.
That's true. Yeah. So this specific tattoo is not something that I'm like, oh my God, needs to be this. This is one of the inspos, right?
Okay.
And it's just SpongeBob and Patrick eating some ice cream with little full cheeks, and they're in Bikini Bottom with the little floral clouds and some jellyfish, and Gary's in it. And they're super cute and colorful, and I love it.
Yeah, it's cute.
I love the colorfulness. I love that they're just being adorable and they're holding hands.
Is this a real tattoo?
I think so. It looks fresh just because everything's still kind of red around it.
Okay.
I mean, but also it's from a creator in Turkey, so I can't read anything. So I don't know.
It doesn't, like, parts of it look kind of fresh, but other parts don't look that fresh because...
Looks like she's got two freckles right here underneath it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't
Unless
know.
that's just coloring on Patrick, because sometimes, like, usually it's a lot more pink for like a for real fresh tattoo. But I mean, everybody's skin's different, so that's not necessarily to say that.
That's fair. I just realized I did bubbles around this person's freckles.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
That's cute.
But yeah, so I liked this.
Uh-huh.
Now the real inspo.
Yeah.
I hate myself for not saving this, and I haven't been able to find it since.
Oh man.
I saw someone give tattoo ideas SpongeBob themed, and one of them was Dirty Dan.
Okay, you're gonna be so mad at me for
No, don't tell me you don't know.
I don't know who Dirty Dan is.
It's from the episode where they break into Sandy's what would you call it? Her
dome?
Her dome. Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
When they break into Sandy's dome, but she's hibernating.
Okay.
And
that sounds familiar.
And so they're messing around. And at one point, SpongeBob and Patrick are like, I'm Dirty Dan. and they're like fighting over the names because one of them has to be Pinhead, one of them has to be Dirty Dan, but they both want to be Dirty Dan.
Okay, this is
so
familiar.
One of them's like, I'm Dirty Dan. No, I'm Dirty Dan, and you're Pinhead, and that's their argument.
Okay.
And Cole and I, we do that all the time before bed. I'm like, I'm Dirty Dan. He's like, no, you're Pinhead. I'm like, you're Pinhead. Or I think it's like Pinhead Larry. That's what it is. Dirty Dan and Pinhead Larry. And so I saw there was a colorless tattoo, and it was like super minimal, but it was both of them. One of them is Dirty Dan and the other one is Pinhead Larry.
Oh, that's funny.
And I loved it, and I was like, cool, I'm just saying one day, man, I wouldn't mind, because I've made it to 30 and I still love SpongeBob.
Yeah.
So that right there tells me it ain't that dumb of an idea.
You're not wrong. There's so many people that have SpongeBob tattoos. I'm sure the numbers are astronomical.
It's part of my childhood.
Yeah.
Also, good word.
Thank you. I was pretty proud of myself for that one.
I saw your face. You were like, oh, that was a good word. And I was like, it's just, I acknowledge that. Like,
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can see how proud I was of myself. I am for tattoos every day. I want more so bad.
Yeah.
And I can definitely see you with a SpongeBob tattoo. Now, where would you get this tattoo?
That's a good question. So I'm a strong believer in just like putting it in areas that I can hide easily.
I could see that.
I'm super self-conscious in terms of like if I'm wanting a very certain look, let's say like job interview, whatever.
Yeah.
I just want to be able to present that look easily.
Yeah.
And so then I'd kick myself in the butt if I put a tattoo too visible where I'm having trouble like hiding it. Like that's just me. That's just how I am.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like this would be something good, either like higher up on the arm, or like, honestly, I guess when I think of tattoos like this, I think a lot about like just the arms.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not sure if I could deal with SpongeBob being anywhere else. I saw some terrifying ones. I was trying to look up the Dirty Dan and Pinhead Larry. Girl, don't do it. You don't look that up, because I kept coming up with like this one specific photo where someone got these giant ones on their feet.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, no, get out. I could never show anybody this as inspo. That's no, not what I'm aiming for. That's okay. I'm good. So, yeah.
This one, so I can't tell if it's on her arm or if it's on her thigh, just because they kind of like blurred it out. So it's kind of hard to tell how big it is, but there's a lot of detail in there. So you kind of need it to be a little bit bigger, because you don't want it to just get all washed away. You want your lines to stay clean and everything. Because like I have a couple wobbly lines.
Mm-hmm.
On like this tattoo specifically, so like you got to be, and like that line work is fine.
Yeah, that is very fine.
So I feel like it does have to be a little bit bigger. I could see it like on a thigh, like on your upper thigh, because I mean that's somewhere easy to cover, and even your back. But then you don't get to see it.
Yeah, and then that's no fun.
Mm-hmm.
So here's another thing. Because I'm so new to tattoos and don't have any, if I ever did go for this, I think I'd start off with just the flower clouds.
Okay, I was going to ask you if you would do small and just start off with the flower clouds.
Because I like them.
Yeah.
I like the vibe. I think we just about all know, at least in our age range, what those reference.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm a big fan.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see you just having 3 little ones.
Yeah. Another fun fact about me and SpongeBob, and Cole related, there are also times where it just takes one of us calling the other a goober, and we break out into song. It's, I'm a goofy goober, yeah. You're a goofy goober, yeah. We're all goofy goobers, yeah. And then it's really hard, the last part, but goofy, 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 yeah. And yeah, it's mostly just me singing by myself, but sometimes he goes in with it. So,
That's awesome.
So that's our bonding time.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, if you get a tattoo, I want a video of you doing it.
I think I'd be able to do. So I always Me and the idea of pain, not great.
Uh-huh.
Like literally would just cry at shots because it's the idea that's getting
shots
me.
are different. I'm going to tell you right now.
Ugh.
I have tattoos. I have piercings.
Yeah.
I love my tattoos. I love my piercings. I fell asleep for one of my tattoos. Shots?
Different.
Hell to the fucking no. My parents used to have to hold me down, kicking
Yeah.
and screaming.
Yeah.
As an adult, the last couple times that I had to get a shot, I had to like pump myself up like,
Yeah.
you need this. You need this. It's fine.
I'm an adult.
I'm a grown up. Like the one time I was in the hospital, there was a little girl in the other room next to me and she had to, I think she had to get a shot or I had to get a shot. I can't remember. I know I had to get one, but
Yeah.
I was like, okay, you have to be a grown up and be a grown up for the little girl. Don't be like freaking out because she's going to learn from example.
Yeah.
So
And
keep
it'll
my
be
shit together.
ingrained.
Yeah, exactly. If this grown ass woman is freaking out because she got a shot, which I did good for the shot. I got the shot in my butt. I did really good. And then I got all trippy, dippy on what they gave me. And I ended up, poor Jeff. He was sitting at the foot of the bed in the hospital room. And I said, I want to throw something at you.
Oh no.
Uh-huh. And he was like, what? And I was like, yeah, really want to throw something at you. So I took my shoe off and I threw it at him.
All right. Of all the things, that's not that bad.
No. So, I mean, the little girl saw that.
Yeah.
So I was just like, this is what drugs do.
Well, okay, see, like, yeah, my mom had to trick me once and many times, but the one I can remember, she told me we were going to go get food.
Mm,
And then what did she do? She drove to a
Dirty.
Walgreens instead.
dirty.
And then she said, yeah, we're here for your flu shot. And I was like, you lied. She's like, I mean, we could still technically get food. We did not get food. And I was upset that day. But no, okay, so yeah, shots I can't do, right? But I told you recently
Mhm.
I went and got a facial
Yeah.
nearby somewhere around me. And this girl was awesome. She was like, hey, I think you need this, this, and this. And I was like, all right, let's do it. Everything was going super smooth up until the end, where the best she explained it to me was like, this is a something microderm, whatever, with a diamond tip something. And I was like, I don't know what any of that means. Go for it. Girl, it felt like my face was getting tattooed. I actually worried for a second if I signed up to get my face tattooed. Because I was like, this doesn't make sense. Why does it feel like this? And I was holding on
Yeah.
really well up until she got to like the most sensitive part, the nose.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's where like the tears started coming down. And I was like, I'm fine. I'm going to make it through this. And after all of that, I was like, I think I could get tattooed, just not my face.
Yeah.
But anywhere else, if I can deal with that, I think I can do this.
Oh yeah. And like there's certain parts, just like your face, that are more sensitive to get tattooed than other places, like really bony places. Those are supposed to hurt the worst. That's
Mm.
where I have a lot of my tattoos, oddly enough.
You just love the pain.
I guess. I have my rib tattoo I fell asleep for. And this doesn't sound terrible. I was at a tattoo party. So,
Tattoo party?
yeah. My friend was having a tattoo party. So I went and like, we weren't in high school. We were in college, but I was a little bit older than all of them.
Mm-hmm.
So they were on like just on the age of like getting tattoos. So she had a lot of friends that were like football players and they're kicking and screaming, like getting their tattoos. And I fell asleep on the table and like, they were like, hey, is she dead? Is she okay?
passed out.
And I was like, yeah, why are you talking to me? Like, I'm getting my tattoo. Go away.
I am very relaxed right now, but
Yeah.
you're ruining it. Thank you.
I was just like, I was in the zone. How do you do for getting your ears pierced?
I wouldn't know. I'm Latina, so I got them when I was a baby.
Oh.
And my mother blessed me with that because I never had to deal with that again.
And you don't have any other piercings?
No.
Oh.
Now, and I know I'm a big baby because my mom went a couple months ago to go get more piercings on her ears because she thought that would be fun.
Uh-huh.
She's like, do you want to go? I was like, hell no, I don't want to go.
Why, Priscilla?
I'm terrified.
Why are you terrified?
Because it's the same as a shot. It's a needle.
No, it's not the same as a shot.
Okay, where's it? It's going in, just like right through. Oh, God, no, I don't, no.
But you get something out of it, like a shot. So I had I had a...
You get health.
You get health.
You get nothing. I got health.
I went to get blood drawn one time, and I told the dude, I was like, listen, I don't like getting stuck with a needle.
Yeah.
So he told me his whole story, and he's like, I've noticed that people that have tattoos and piercings don't typically like to get their blood drawn. And he's like, and I thought that was odd. But with a tattoo and a piercing, you have something to show for what you had done. He's like, when you get your blood drawn and you get a shot, there's nothing to show. And I was like, you know what? That's a really good point.
You get a Band-Aid.
Yeah, that's true. And I'll get a bruise, but it goes away.
I mean, true. What, you want it to stay?
No, I don't. I do not want that to stay. But yeah, now I want to go. Well, I've already had the itch to get some more tattoos and more piercings, and I've been wanting to do it for fucking years now.
All right, we're gonna go get a SpongeBob and Patrick one.
I'm not. Nope.
Yeah, that went away fast, huh?
Yep, real quick.
What if they were colorless?
No, I can't do it.
Huh.
I don't love SpongeBob and Patrick as much as you do.
Dang
I
it.
love your SpongeBob. I love your love for SpongeBob, but it ain't me.
It's fine. Cole will go at some point.
I'll go with you.
Okay.
I'm not gonna get it. That's what I was saying.
Boo.
I'll get another tattoo. Eyebrows.
Eyebrows.
So I 1,000% approve tattoos every day.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that you could pull off the SpongeBob and Patrick.
Thank you.
Yep.
I take that as a very high compliment.
Yes. And I will go with you if you need somebody to go with you. And I will hold your hand if they let. Some are like, don't be a bitch. Don't hold your hand. One guy, he had a sign and he said, no crying. And my mom got her nose pierced and she shed a tear. And he was like, I said no crying. Now I feel like an asshole.
Oh, that's why he had the rule.
Yeah.
Because of the guilt.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, because you think like, oh, he's just being a big jerk and insensitive.
Yeah.
No, he's just so sensitive that he's like, I feel mean.
Mm-hmm, that's exactly. He was the coolest dude. He did a lot of my tattoos.
That's so nice.
Yeah. Matt at Fat Boys. Is it Fat
Ooh.
Boys? Yeah, Fat Boys.
There we go. All right, I'm going to pull yours up next.
All right, bring it on.
What the hell am I looking at? A weird travel pod?
It does look like a weird travel pod. It is a towel warmer.
Oh.
Right? It just sounds amazing.
It really does. So amazing that I've not this product. I've just brought up the idea in general to Cole.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, Cole, how nice would it be to have warm towels?
Right?
He's like, no, that's too much. I'm like, there's no such thing as too much with the warm towels.
No, absolutely not. There has been times, like when I lived at home and my mom was doing the laundry.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, hey, I need a towel. And she'd bring me a warm towel sometimes.
Ooh.
Or she would just freshly fold the warm ones. And you go to get a towel out of the fucking, I almost said pantry, out of the hall closet. Oh, man, that's the best.
Okay, hear me out.
Yeah.
Do you think we could throw sweatpants into a towel warmer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nothing different. I mean, material-wise, it's a little different, but why not?
So my thing is, fuck the towels. Let's throw some joggers in there.
Are you not going to melt, though?
No.
What?
I love the warmth and heat of I need the heat. Because what's better than a warm towel? Fresh, warm joggers from the dryer.
Okay, but then why not just use your dryer?
Because it's too far.
But the whole point of this is that you're butt-ass naked getting out of the shower. So it's right there. And you don't have to run across your house butt-ass naked to get out of the warm dryer.
Yeah, I guess.
Because, like, it's cold getting out. So this is there and convenient. Okay, so if I'm very, very cold, like in the wintertime, I'm all for putting sweats on right out of the dryer to go to bed. But we live in Texas, Priscilla.
Yeah.
I would fucking melt.
Girl, I'm wearing sweats today and it was warm today.
I am wearing sweats right now that I'm in your house and I am warm.
Well, that's also because we have to turn off the AC so it doesn't make noise.
That's a good point.
Yeah. But no, like, okay, how about this? All right, hear me out.
Yes, I'm here.
So first, you put in the joggers.
Okay.
Then you put the towel on top of that.
Yes, I'm here. I'm here for it.
So,
I know exactly where you're going.
Yeah. So you get out of the shower.
Yep.
Got the nice warm towel.
Yep.
Okay. You did your job.
Yep.
But what comes after that? You walk out and it's cold again.
Yep.
So then you put on the warm joggers.
This is fucking genius. I'm sold.
Yeah.
Take my money.
Thank you.
My money.
They should really use me for advertising.
Really, for real.
But this thing looks so cool.
Right?
It's a weird travel pod, but it's cool looking.
Yeah.
Like,
and then I am curious, like, power wise.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't have any outlets, like, low in my bathroom.
That's a good point. I'm not seeing any photos of, like,
with a wire, right? I haven't seen anything. So, if it has, like, a little charging area that you can then just put it right next to the shower and have it there and ready, that would be fucking... Oh, there's a countertop towel on. But then I still gotta get out and be cold. Oh, that one has a wire.
Where?
Third video.
Oh. I think that's pink. Yeah. So I guess they did just show a teeny tiny flaw in, like, this short video showing how they had to plug it into the countertop plug.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that part's, I guess, inevitable.
Yep. I still say that it's worth it to have a nice warm towel when you get out.
Yeah.
Oh, there's nothing better. So Jeff's been traveling all week, and usually we have, like, a whole routine for bathing Reeves and everything and getting him out of the bathtub, and it works perfect. But when it's just me, boy's getting heavy. So I gotta, like, get him out of the tub and put the towel on him, because usually the tub is still draining, so I can't put the towel on him while he's still in the tub.
Yeah.
And then he'll stand there and he'll get a chill, and then he'll be like, cold.
Aww.
And I'm like, I know, I'm going as fast as I can. I'm so sorry. And then I gotta get him all wrapped up in his little towel and warm him up. So, I mean, he still would have that for a split second.
Yeah.
For the time that it would take for me to get it out of the towel warmer. But then he also is his father's son, and those boys run hot. So I feel like he would be like hot when I put it on him, and then it would just be pointless.
Oh.
But I would get something out of it.
That's all that matters. One person just needs to get something out of it.
Yeah.
That's all. So I went down to my favorite part, which is the AI generated reviews. And this something already popped out to me, but I'll just read it all. Customers like the sleek, contemporary design and size of the towel warmer. They say it's large enough for a large robe, smart, and even large throws. Customers also like the ease of use. However, some customers have issues with value and smell. No. Opinions are mixed on warmth, performance, and quality. What do you mean mixed on warmth? That's what it does.
Like, what do you want it to be? Fucking lava?
Jeez.
Do you remember that one house that we went and surveyed when we worked at the firm together?
Yeah.
And they had that towel warmer rack?
Yes.
Oh, man.
I've only ever seen them as racks. I've never seen anything like this where it's like a pod.
Yeah, no, I've never seen anything like this either, but I think that's because this is an afterthought, and what we saw was like they thought it through.
Yeah,
like
that's fair.
It was part of the construction.
Yeah, when you can have something built in.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that so much. Now, the smell worries me.
The smell is questioning. Like, does it, like, are you meaning like it's a chemical smell? Like it's fresh made? Is it that? Or is it the smell because your dumbass got wetness in the inside when you were grabbing the towel out? Like an idiot.
Got wetness in there.
Then you just growing mold in this warm, like you have a science experiment.
Then you make an No.
A science experiment in your bathroom, which is already a questionable area of the house. When it comes
but
to
of
smells.
all of them, that is a place to have a science experiment.
Yeah, no, big time.
Yeah,
big time.
I mean, I'm gonna hope that it's just people just not realizing you're not supposed to put it when it's damp in there. I hope. Or, okay, but also what if it's because the bathroom gets damp and then some of it gets in there. I don't know. How does dampness work?
I wonder, like, I don't know. I just feel like they have a science experiment going on. Like, how about you turn the thing off, take the top off, let it cool off and do its thing. Don't get moisture in the inside.
Yeah, that's valid.
Not everybody can be as smart as me.
And go to university.
Yeah.
That's how it's said now.
Oh, I'm fine.
Yeah, it seems like some people have figured this out and how to make it work for them, and some people just don't know where to fit it, so they stick it next to their toilet.
Oh, wow. No wonder why it smells. You probably have splash.
Ugh.
Boys pee standing up, Priscilla. It splashes.
No, I'm in denial. It's fine.
Oh. Boys sit down when they pee, Priscilla.
That's what I thought.
Totally.
Yeah, I mean, I love this. Oh no,
wow. They put it in their shower.
No.
Let's just throw this toaster in the bathtub.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's plugged in.
It's plugged in.
What are you doing?
It's literally sitting in their shower, plugged in.
Oh.
Currently heating.
They gave it 5 stars.
That thing looks like it's like...
This got water damage in the inside.
Oh, no.
Look at the water lines and the watermarks.
I do love what they call it, though. They call it a warming bucket.
Little piece of heaven.
These people are wonderful.
Oh my goodness.
Great outlook on life. Not even being sarcastic. I mean that.
But like...
Just don't electrocute yourself, please.
Can we put it outside? Like, just move it 1 foot to the outside of our shower?
But Loren, this thing makes them smile every day. If they did that, their smile would go away.
Are you sure that would go away?
That's what they're saying.
Maybe their smile would just last longer because the risk of electrocution would be so much lower. Wow, it looks really big.
It said it's 20 liters.
That doesn't mean anything.
What is... Oh no. This is like a 2-star one. It looks bad inside. And it says, my towel warmer was nice until it stopped working after 1 year and 4 months. That's very exact. Which is outside of the warranty window.
Ugh.
I don't even think I'd take advantage of the warranty with the cost of shipping being on me. Previous issues include the finish inside wearing out. That should not happen. Pretty quickly, and the plastic top warping. That's also bad. I am eager to replace this item, but would prefer to avoid the Zadro brand.
So, I mean, it's an item that's warm and it has a plastic top, so it makes sense that that would warp. But how long are you leaving it on for?
But also, they shouldn't give you a plastic top if it's going to warp.
I mean, it's plastic sitting on plastic. So I feel like they had a hot restroom. That has 15, 30, 45, and 60. Do we think that's seconds? Do we think that's minutes?
I think that's minutes.
So if you're leaving this thing on for an hour to warm your towels in a hot-ass bathroom.
Yeah.
And think about it. You shower every day. Some people shower every day. Some people shower every other day.
Some people shower twice a day.
Yeah. That's a lot of uses. At least 365 and then plus 4 more months.
I don't know. I mean, we're also speculating here. We don't really know how many times they used it within the year and 4 months. But yeah. Also, the mention about the warranty just made me think of something. Some vendor called somebody at work, one of my coworkers, and in their voicemail, we were listening to it because we were wondering how on earth they got their contact info in general.
Yeah.
And so we're listening for a very specific part when I realized it was for stone, a stone facade.
Okay.
And when they're mentioning it, they're like, yes, and we also have a 100-year warranty. I could not hold it in after that. Y'all, do not try to sell people with 100. You're not going to be around in 100 years. And you know what? If you're one of the few that are, I'm going to tell you right now, you're not going to still be working. I hope you're not working.
If it's stone, it's got itself figured out.
Well, and then on top of, because I don't know if it was one of those like, we're faux stone that looks like real stone. I don't know. But also in general, we were talking about it as a group and we're like, yo, that building won't be there in 100 years. It'll be 5 buildings in with different facades and updates.
That's true.
No. What?
They don't keep buildings like they used to.
No.
They just demo and start scratch.
Yeah. And then later on after that, someone goes, why didn't they just call it lifetime warranty?
Oh my God.
And I was like, you know what? Yeah. Why didn't they call it that? Because on top of that, like, who tested it for 100 years?
That was my next comment. I was like, so, they've been testing this shit for 100 years? So they've been testing this since 1924?
They tested it for 101 years and figured it out.
100 is our cutoff.
Yeah, 100 is the
The
cutoff.
extra year does not make it.
It makes me want to call up the rep and be like, I need to know, how secure is your business plan that you know you're going to be going for 100 more years?
Yeah.
Like, what?
That's crazy. I think besides lifetime warranty, which I didn't even take into consideration, like, I think the highest, like, year that I've ever heard anybody say is, like, 24 years. I've never heard 100 years.
I think I heard 30 once for Windows.
Oh, yep. The 24 is what I'm getting from Windows.
Yeah. But, like, that's it.
They don't fucking last that long.
You know I won't be here that long.
Yeah, no.
That's what they're banking on.
Yeah, that's valid.
Yeah.
That's very valid.
That by 30 years later, it'll be so many owners and that they won't find the, like, original.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No. So, yeah, that was a random tangent, but that spurred that moment back into my brain. That's funny. I thought that was hilarious when that happened.
That is funny.
Yeah.
Like 24 years, I can see a company actually testing that out and figuring it out. But 100, please just say lifetime warranty.
Yeah. We'll all forget in 10 years anyway.
Oh, yeah.
We won't be remembering. It's fine.
I like this product. I feel like I could find a place for it in my home. It's not a necessity. I feel like I could just make Jeff warm everything up in the dryer and bring it to me. But
Loren.
Also, he can't hear. I'll be screaming for his ass. And oh man, I'll come out and be like, I called you twice. I didn't get a fuck you. What do you want or what you need from Tiger King?
Yeah.
We quote that so often. I probably destroyed it because I mess it up every single time. But yeah, I'll quote that.
Oh, I love that. Loren, did you notice
What?
that there is also an aromatherapy towel warmer?
Get the fuck out of here. I didn't notice.
It's the gold one.
Okay. So you just drop your oils in there? Like there's a little spot for you to drop your oils?
Or is that where the bad smells are coming from?
Oh, yeah.
Is that why they made it? Because there's bad smells? So they're like, no, this one you put good smells in, and good smells come back out now.
Let's totally just hide all of this other nonsense that is going on.
Oh my gosh. But I love it. Honestly, great product idea.
Yeah.
I would just probably look for, me personally, I would look for one that does not have a plastic lid and or reviews of the interior finish coming off.
Yeah.
Because you don't really want that. Let's face it.
Yeah.
But also...
Were those recent reviews too?
Were those what?
Recent reviews?
That 3-star one, I have no idea.
Oh, we already lost it. It's not a big deal because sometimes I pay attention to how like recent it was. Like some of those reviews are from 2021. Because sometimes I'll be like, they probably worked some bugs out since these reviews.
Yeah, because then they kind of look a little different.
Yeah.
And then, this one's from like last month.
Yep.
And it says doesn't work after 3 months. Wow. So they got it 3 months they got it in like January-ish.
But I mean, also duds. There's always a dud.
That's true. We talked about that.
You gotta take these with a grain of salt. I try to take the average.
68% 5 stars is not the worst.
No.
4.2 out of 5 stars, not the worst.
Yeah.
We've seen worse.
Oh yeah.
Now, do we love that tied for second place is 1 star and 4 star?
No, not so much.
But at least 4 star is making its way back up.
That's true.
So, could be worse.
My rule of thumb usually is I try to stay above 4 stars, and I like when the 5-star, like passing, 1,000% passing item for me is usually 75 because I'm like 75 is a C, that's passing.
Giving them the classic grading system.
Yep, straight up.
I like it.
But sometimes I'll let it slide if I like the item enough and just test it out.
Oh wait. Care instructions. Avoid direct contact with hot inner surface.
What? No way.
When taking items in and out, touching the surface while hot may cause burns.
What?
Allow the unit to cool down before moving or storing it. Notice how it doesn't say to not get it wet?
I mean, I feel like that's just common sense.
But
But also, so is a hot-ass coffee, and they still had to slap the word hot on there.
Well, that and the person keeps it in their shower, and it's still working.
Really?
Is it secretly waterproof and we just don't know?
That one really makes me question a lot of things. Why did you put that in your shower?
Because, Loren, it's only 5% electronics, according to the fabric type that says 50% plastic, 45% metal, 5% electronics.
Mm.
So, waterproof pretty much.
Yeah.
Kidding.
Totally.
No, it's not.
Please don't put this in your shower if you're going to buy it.
I mean, I would not suggest that.
No. Because the water splashes off of you. You don't think that that's getting everywhere? Oh my God.
I mean, they're still alive, so they're doing something right.
They were alive as far as that post went. They could have died since then.
5 minutes later.
Yeah.
I didn't even look at the price. Whew.
Yeah, it's kind of pricey. $134.
And that's on sale. Usually $170.
Oh wow.
Damn. I mean, it's a bougie product, let's be honest. It's not a necessity product.
Not at all.
Well, speak for yourself. I need hot pants. But
I need hot pants.
Get me all the hot pants. But yeah, aside from the hot pants though.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's a bougie extra to have.
Big time. I'm here for it. I think it'd be cool. I like having a warm towel.
Mm-hmm.
It's not real life, but I like it.
It's not real life, but it's my life.
No, it's not my life. I was over there screaming, I need a towel!
I'll put this on my vision board.
Yeah.
Of big wants. Cole's gonna be like, a towel warmer? Yes, big want, Cole.
Yeah.
I really need hot pants.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's get this going this year.
Yeah. Why are you even questioning it, Cole? Stop. Get out of here.
Oh, okay. Well, now,
yes,
I'm gonna bring you to my next product.
Okay.
Don't make fun of me.
I'm not gonna make fun of you. Oh, you went with the theme here today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unspoken themes I figured out are sometimes fun because they're fun to surprise you with.
That's what I did a couple times to you, and I don't even think you caught it.
Yeah.
So what am I looking at here?
Okay, so do you remember in SpongeBob?
Yes.
That there was a board game. And the board game was the Flying Dutchman game. It was a treasure hunting game that they played where in the middle of the whole board game, there was a mound of sand where you go for the buried treasure and add a big X on it. Uh-huh. And they literally dug into the little dome of sand and, there's a little plastic treasure chest.
Okay, this sounds vaguely familiar, yes.
Yeah, so that was a thing.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know about you, but me as a kid, I remember watching that going, gosh, that'd be such a cool game to have. I wish that was real. Guess what,
all your dreams have come true.
My dreams have come true. Someone made the real game. So right now we're looking at it through Hot Topic, which, throwbacks.
When was the last time that you went into Hot Topic?
Middle school. Definitely.
Probably about the same.
Actually,
you know what? I think maybe
a little bit in high school for some spirit days where I was like, I need something super specific for this.
You probably stuck out like a sore thumb in that sore.
Nah.
Nah?
Nah. Why, you think I was all preppy and stuff?
Yep.
Oh, girl, no.
Really?
Yeah, no.
Oh.
Went through my dark phase.
Oh. Well,
yeah.
I thought a little competitive cheer over here. Girl, I've seen those pictures.
I got many sides to me.
Okay.
Many sides. Okay. So yeah, I was often clientele of Hot Topic, a lot of middle school.
Yeah, I went a lot in middle school too.
And then high school came, and less. I just kind of like branched out to others, Zoomies and Paxton, and I just frequented that way more afterwards.
Yep.
But yeah, the Hot Topic. Oh, hot damn.
I spent a lot of money in there. You know, the first time I went in a Hot Topic, you're gonna laugh. I was with my grandma.
What?
Yep.
What did she say about it?
She wasn't really sure what to do or what to say. We went to the mall for my friend's birthday, and my grandma stayed to kind of chaperone.
Aww.
And I was like, nah, it's cool. My grandma's real cool, guys. Like, don't worry. She's not going to ruin our vibe.
She's with the vibe.
Yeah. So she was like, oh, we're going into this store? And I was like, yeah, grandma, come on. And she walked around the store and she didn't say nothing. She just held everybody's coats and just walked in the store with us. That was like the best trip ever. Also, we were dumb kids in middle school, and we didn't fully understand like taxes and like when you eat, tips and having to tip somebody. Yeah. So we went to this restaurant.
Oh no.
And we all ordered food that we could afford, but then we didn't take into consideration that there was a lot of us. So like tip wise.
Oh no.
Thank God my grandma was there. She had to cover the rest of the bill because all of us dumbasses didn't have enough money together.
And I'm sure she knew that was going to happen because adults know, like, these kids don't know. Yeah. So I'll cover them, and it's a learning lesson for later. It's fine.
Yep.
Oh,
right. Memories,
precious
core
babies.
Memory. Yeah.
I love that so much, though. She was in full support of like, okay, well, Loren, sees me as her cool grandma, so I gotta keep up the cool.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna just play it super cool in this weird dungeony place.
Yep. With this dark, scary music that's screaming at me that I can't even hear my own thoughts.
Dark, scary music, but oddly very colorful figures also around.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So, Hot Topic. All the memes. All the memories that brings. I love it. So much teen angst.
Yes, big time. So this SpongeBob game.
Yes.
It is for real, for real. Can you go to the next picture so I can see it?
I can.
Okay, this looks so familiar.
Right?
Yep. All right. Yep.
It's super simplistic. They didn't make it too elaborate.
Yeah.
They definitely went with like the basic plan for a board game in which they just made it go all the way around. And they put some cards in, like community cards, whatever. And
it has a little shovel.
Yes. So, because that was the whole point of the game, although I think that's a fake shovel. No, it's real. It's real.
Oh, okay.
But that was the point of the game where they dig up the buried treasure with a little shovel.
Yeah.
And so this one, I guess they used some type of slime, Play-Doh, kinetic sand mixture,
moon sand or something.
Moon sand, and they and then they give you like a little piece of plastic with an X on it, so you can make it into a dome form and bury the treasure.
That's awesome.
And then you get in like it has like a bunch of stuff from the games, like the balloons and this little tree with a hole in it, and that's part of the like show too. And a lot of references. So it's a super simplistic game. There's nothing ultra crazy about it. So the price is a bit much to me.
Yeah.
$60.
But it's 20% off if you use the code
HT deal. Hot deal.
That's not bad though.
Oh, Hot Topic deal. Yep. Not just hot. My bad.
I was just gonna let it go.
Took me
$20 or $20, 20% off on $60.
Yeah,
that might make it worth it.
Hell yeah! So I don't know. I'm a fan. I saw this. Oh my gosh! They also have Eels and Escalators board game.
Pull it up. Let's squirrel. What? We're squirreling. We're off on a tangent.
Are we supposed to call out the tangents as they start?
No, I just got excited.
I'm sorry. I saw this down here, and That's cool that they made that real also. Because that's SpongeBob's version of Chutes and Ladders. It's eels and escalators.
Is it snakes and ladders or is it chutes and ladders?
I thought it was Chutes and Ladders.
I don't know. I'm genuinely asking.
So snakes would make sense because then they put eels. Maybe there's 2 versions of the game.
Oh.
Or maybe that was like the TV version of calling it Snakes and Ladders.
Oh.
I thought the point was you went up a ladder, but you went down a chute.
I think that sounds right.
But then where'd the snake come in?
No, I was genuinely asking. I don't know. I could have just made this shit up right now.
I don't think you did, though. Because
it sounds familiar, right?
It sounds familiar, and SpongeBob would call this eels and escalators if there was a game called Snakes and Ladders.
Right?
Because you could go down a snake.
Okay, I gotta look this up.
Please do. But yeah, y'all,
They have both.
This is another game, and for slightly less, $49.90, not including the 20% off.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a big fan of the treasure hunting one because I just really so badly my whole entire childhood wanted to dig up buried treasure.
It's Snakes and Ladders.
So where was I getting mine?
I don't know. I'm about to Google that too. Hey, Google.
Classic. Yeah, Hot Topic had this. What else had this?
Chutes and Ladders is also a thing. Yep.
What?
They got both.
They got both?
They got both.
Wait,
Chutes
who
and
does?
Ladders?
Like the actual company itself?
Well, now, okay, hold on. Now we're both getting more invested because I looked at different. I closed out my first search. Snakes and Ladders. So you want like a company specific?
I mean, I'm sure Hasbro is one of them.
Well, sure. I'm sorry. I think I cut you off in the middle of what you were saying.
I don't recall. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
Goldfish brain.
Yep. It's yep. Hasbro has Chutes and Ladders. And then let's see what Snakes and Ladders. Snakes and Ladders.
Well, Snakes and Ladders, I wonder if that's also Hasbro or if what's that other toy brand name? Kenner or something like that?
Oh, I don't know.
Don't ask me why I know things.
It's okay to know fun facts.
I think I know that from like that Netflix show, like The Toys That Made Us / I fell into this one YouTube video that overly explained the history of Easy Bake Ovens.
Oh man, freaking Easy Bake Ovens.
Dude, if I could justify, like if they made a retro one of their very first one,
I'd buy it.
I'd buy it too.
I've seen it. I'd buy it in a heartbeat.
I ain't got kids, but I'll get it for my future kids.
I can't find who makes Snakes and Ladders.
So maybe that was like the first version?
I bet you Chutes and Ladders was the first one, and then they were like, oh, let's church it up.
Yeah, okay, maybe that's what happened.
Make it crazy for the kids.
Church it up. Yeah, because church is crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Board games.
Easy Bake Ovens. Man, I loved my Easy Bake Oven.
I loved mine too. Mine was like that microwave looking one.
Yeah, mine was too.
Loved that one.
It was the white with on the outside with like the black inset.
Yeah.
And I think it had maybe purple and pink outline.
Yes, it had purple and pink for sure.
Yeah. I burnt the shit out of myself on my Easy Bake Oven. My dumbass. I took the little thing and I pushed my cake through to the other side and I just grabbed it with my hand.
No.
And it took a second for my brain to register. That's hot.
Oh, no.
And then like I threw it down, oddly enough, at the same grandma's house that took me to Hot Topic. Yeah. I played it off like, I was not hot. And then she's like, did you just touch that? I was like, no, I used the oven mitt. What are you talking about? And then I just run my hand under cold water. And she's like, what are you doing? I was like, washing my hands.
Grandmas know, man. Grandmas
sure
are
she
so
did.
funny the way they let us play things off.
Oh, yeah.
I remember like mine was watching me once and you know that phase of life when you're a kid and you're like, ooh, a match.
Oh,
Fire.
Yes. I was totally a little pyro.
Yeah. And so I remember I lit one And I was like, I just want to do this. And then I'm going to put it out and then I'm done.
Yeah.
Tell me why, like, she came in and she's like, is there fire? And I was like, no. Why do I smell that? Smell what? And I know she knew I was gaslighting her.
Yeah.
Because you never believe a kid.
No, we're like the second generation. Like grandma's already been through this once.
Yeah.
And we're the next generation.
She knows. And
she's
I'm like
been through it.
Carbon copy of my mom.
Yeah.
So I'm sure she's had the exact same conversation.
Also, they probably have multiples of their own kids, and then they got multiples of those grandbabies.
Uh-huh. So
they're no dummies.
Well, and I was the first grandbaby.
Oh, yep, me too.
Yep. So I just like, there's no smell. She's like, you don't smell that? I was like, no.
It's the best smell.
And I'm sure she went, looked at the trash, saw a match, was like, okay. But she was just like,
you threw it in the trash?
I probably did.
Oh, God.
And so, yeah, she probably just was like, okay, just play along so that we end this conversation. Gaslighter.
Not burnt down, so we're fine. I used to make match rockets.
What is that?
You take a match in tinfoil, and then you wrap the head of the match in tinfoil. Okay?
Oh, okay.
You with me?
Yeah.
You leave the stick exposed.
Oh.
So you just wrap tinfoil around the head of the match.
Okay.
And then you take another match, and so this is my match.
Yeah.
This is my head of my match.
Yeah.
So then you stick it up on like a piece of wood or something.
Oh.
And then
so
you take
almost like ready to launch.
Exactly. And then you take the other match, you light it.
Oh my God, I wish
Yes,
this
I just
was on video.
diagrammed how to light a match for Priscilla, as if she didn't know. And then you put it underneath, and then it'll get warm enough. And then once this match lights, it goes and shoots off because of all the pressure from...
Okay. Yeah. So, what she just demonstrated was when you put underneath, you're putting it underneath the elevated aluminum foil part.
Yes. And then you warm it up, and then the match will get warm and light, and then it'll shoot off. And it's awesome. And I used to do it in my driveway all the time.
Just a year ago.
Probably would have. My grandparents had them, the fireplace matches, them really long ones.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
My parents always had those too.
Yeah. Played with a lot of those.
Now my mom has like these fancy black ones in a jar that I was with her when she found those.
Oh my God.
And I was like, I can't buy those. She's like, why not? I was like, because I won't want to use them.
Yeah, they're so pretty.
They're so pretty.
I looked at some for my fireplace.
Yeah.
And then I was like, but am I going to use these? Because right now I have like straight up like camp ones that are in like the plaid box.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. The red and white plaid box that looks just like a picnic table cover. Yeah. And it kind of clashes with my whole get up that's going on in my house. But it's fine. So I looked at the black ones and I literally told myself, you will not use these.
Yeah. And like hers aren't even like to light the fireplace. Like they're just like shorter for candles.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But like so pretty. Yeah. Like I think she uses them to like actually light her candles. But I'm like, oh gosh, no, I'd feel sad.
Isn't it crazy how we're over here talking about black matches? Like they're the most beautiful things in the world.
It's because they're different.
Yeah, I like them. I really do.
Just in general, I remember seeing all the colorful ones for the fireplace. My mom got those once, and I was like, they're so pretty. How could you use them?
Yeah.
The simplicities of life, man.
Yep. Adulting.
Hashtag.
Whoop, whoop.
Oh, okay. I think we got to wrap this up.
Yep. It was a good time.
It was a great time.
Lots of tangents.
So many.
Lots of stories.
So many.
Great products.
All the best.
I'm happy with the products. I am now waiting for you to get that tattoo. I'm just gonna okay. I'm noting the time and the date that you told me this, and now I wait,
ma'am,
for the call that I'm gonna get of the video of you getting a tattoo.
Okay, I tell you what.
Yes.
If you don't pressure me, then I will allow you and Cole to be there for it.
I'm not pressuring you. I'm just telling you right now. I took a mental picture that this conversation happened, and now I'm pumped.
Pumped, as Cole says.
Pumped.
Yeah.
All right. Well, y'all go ahead and like us. Listen to our episodes. We are going to be here, and we're not going anywhere anytime soon. And we will see you guys next Thursday.
Woo!
Well, we'll talk to you next Thursday.
You know, one day we'll do video.
Yeah, one day.
Maybe for Patreon.
Yeah.
We ain't got that, but you know.
One day.
One day.
Okay, bye.
Bye.